Hey guys, it's Tina Sheth here from Rebalance Physical Therapy. And today I want to talk to all of you guys who might be having tailbone pain. So for all of you out there who are suffering from tailbone pain, you know how annoying and what a pain in the butt it can be. So did you perhaps fall on your tailbone, maybe from a slip and fall on maybe ice? Maybe you were skiing or playing some type of sport and you hit real hard on the ground, or maybe you went to a workout class and you were doing a ton of abdominal crunches and all of a sudden your tailbone started to bother you, or perhaps you've had a baby and all of a sudden your tailbone starts to bother you, or perhaps you didn't do any of those things and your tailbone is starting to bother you. It's annoying, right? Why are you having tailbone pain and why isn't it going away? So maybe some of you have already had treatment. Maybe you saw your doctor. Maybe you saw a chiropractor, your physician maybe gave you some medication, perhaps they did an injection, maybe you saw your chiropractor, they did adjustments, and nothing has really changed this pain. Or maybe it's improved, but it hasn't improved completely. So what else can it be? I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist. I specialize in the spine, the hip, and the pelvis. And another area is an area called the pelvic floor. Now I'm going to give you a quick little anatomy lesson, but this is a model of the pelvis. These are your two pelvic bones. In the front is your pubic bone. In the back is a triangle bone called your sacrum. And attached to that sacrum is your tailbone, okay? Now you can see that there's all this red stuff that is kind of underneath the pelvis, okay? And you can see that it attaches from the tailbone and it goes all the way to the bottom. Now these red areas are muscles and they're called your pelvic floor, okay? And they are very special in the sense that you can't see them from the outside, okay? But they are significantly important and they can be a big problem when it comes to tailbone pain that is relentless and hasn't gone away. Now, these muscles, okay, can become basically with trauma to this tailbone, okay, whether you had a fall, whether you had a baby, maybe none of those things happened. But again, these muscles can get involved. And when they become traumatized through some type of injury to the tailbone, there can be taut, tight bands that form in these muscles, otherwise known as trigger points. And those trigger points can become really painful and they can create pain around your tailbone, pain in the rectum, pain in the buttocks. They can even refer pain for males into the penis, testicles, scrotal areas, and for females into the vaginal area. Okay, and they can create a lot of pain with sitting and all other sorts of issues that you might be dealing with. Now, for those of you who haven't had any trauma, but all of a sudden started feeling tailbone pain, what could have happened? Well, if you had any sort of low back injury, maybe you had a hamstring injury, maybe some type of sprain or strain that not necessarily was around the tailbone, but it could have involved the muscles of the pelvic floor. And when those start to get involved, it can actually pull and tug on the tailbone and create strain on that bone, okay? So what do you do about it? Well, to be honest, you need to seek the help of a pelvic floor physical therapist that basically understands how to treat the spine, the pelvis, the hip, all comprehensively along with the pelvic floor. Okay, they're the ones that truly understand what could be happening and what to do about it. Now, if you live in the Philadelphia area, it's a no-brainer. Come see us. But if you don't, then email us and we can help you find a pelvic floor therapist in your area, or you can look them up. Okay, there are many of the really good ones will already have you probably already have a web page, or you could probably Google search pelvic floor physical therapist in your area. And the other thing is just go to our website. We actually have a lot of free tips on what you can do to help relax the pelvic floor, which can ultimately start helping you to have less discomfort in the tailbone area. And we have lots of other information on our website. So that's rebalancept.com. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you some insight on what might be going on. And again, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you in any way that we can. We read all of our emails almost on a daily basis. And here's to you and tackling that tailbone pain, which is a pain in the butt. and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.